welcome back to my channel. My name is JC, and in this video we're going to be driving to HomeGoods and seeing what selection of holiday decor they have. One of the reasons why I love HomeGoods is because it's affordable and accessible. So we're going to go and source things specifically for Christmas, but we're going to focus on textures, shapes, materials, and things that we can use year after year. If you're tired of buying trendy holiday decor and having to spend money every single year, this video is for you, because I'm going to teach you how to source those items so your Christmas collection can feel timeless and it can come out year after year without feeling like, a trend from a few years ago. So stay tuned for this video and let's get to shopping. I usually start in the greenery section because greenery is the base of all Christmas decoration. So when I'm looking at greenery like wreaths or garlands, I always try to go for the ones that look soft and a little wispy, almost like you pick them from the outside. Nothing too shiny or plasticky. And I actually love getting them plain without all the berries and glitter already on them, because I can decide each year what type of decorations to add to them. It's so much cheaper and easier to decorate with the plain ones. Like, these will be good for a specific theme, but if you're trying to go for the timeless look, I will recommend going for something like this with minimal decor, or just plain, like I mentioned before. And I know berries are back in style, or I don't think they ever went out of style. This one actually reminds me of the Pottery Barn one, and what I did instead last year was to add my own berry picks to a plain garland. I think it looked absolutely beautiful. I didn't have to buy a whole new garland or a whole new wreath. I just kind of added it to what I already had, the plain greenery that I already had. It's kind of how you use the same Christmas tree every year, but you style it a little differently depending on your mood. So yeah, choose greenery that feels realistic and timeless, and then just build on it over time. It makes decorating feel way more intentional and less overwhelming. And actually, right here, this is a candle holder with the wreath already attached to it. This is an example of something I would personally wouldn't buy. It's really pretty, but I like to have more flexibility. I'll rather buy a simple hurricane vase or glass jar, add a candle, and then place a small wreath or greenery ring around the base. It gives you the same Ralph Lauren hurricane glass moment, but you can use those pieces all year round, not just at Christmas, and it's easier to store too. And don't get me wrong, you can still add this to your timeless collection because of how natural the berry picks look. But again, I just feel like you can get the same look and it will be easier to store if you just buy it plain or if you buy things separately. The way that I will decorate with something like this, it will be on a coffee table, a console table, your dining room table. The possibilities are endless, and especially because you can add a LED candle, which is the perfect soft glow and cozy moment for the holiday season. I will also stay away from seasonal pre-made arrangements like these, especially the ones with a lot of glitter and the flocked fake snow. Especially look at the shelf and how that's all over the shelf. That will be the same case in your home, and you don't want to be cleaning that up through the season. So, especially when storing it with other items, I will definitely just have a vase that you have already have at home and just add different greenery and florals that remind you of Christmas. The ornament section always feels a little overwhelming. There are just so many colors and themes and styles to choose from. So my biggest tip is, no matter what color palette you go for, always go for the glass ornaments. Glass just looks more elevated and it lasts longer, and it never really goes out of style. Especially the mercury glass ones. They have a soft, glowy, and vintage vibe that always feels cozy and timeless. When it comes to color, you truly cannot go wrong with the classic red and green. They'll always feel like Christmas, but neutrals have also been really beautiful lately, especially those velvet or matte ornaments. They just feel so soft and elegant. If you're ever unsure, go the monochromatic route and do all warm gold, all soft white, all red, whatever you choose. Just choose one color, and then you can slowly add in new colors over the years as your holiday collection grows. And then there are super theme ornaments like the travel ones or the nostalgic ones. I think those are very special if you have a meaning behind them, like choosing one from a family trip or building a kid's tree. For your main tree that you'll use year after year, I'll stick to your core look and then layer meaningful pieces over time. It's totally a personal choice, but that's what helps your tree feel more collected and not chaotic. Mini trees are one of my favorite things to decorate with because you can literally put them anywhere. They work on a console table, on the coffee table, on your mantle, even on your kitchen island. They just instantly add that cozy Christmas moment to a space. And there are so many options to choose from, but my go to favorites are the bottle brush trees. These have been around for years and they always come back every season. They're just such a timeless little touch, especially when you group them together in different heights. I've also been loving the wooden trees because they add a very natural, almost Scandinavian feel. And honestly, some of these remind me of the West Elm and Crate and Barrel look. They actually have some of these mini trees. The prices at HomeGoods, of course, it's way better than Crate and Barrel and West Elm. So if your style leans more in the minimal and natural side, these will be perfect to add to your home decor. They also have the mercury glass Christmas trees, which are great because some of them come with a LED switch on it, so it lights up. And this year, I noticed a lot of crystal and glass trees, and I was so into them. They look like little icicle sculptures, and they catch the light in the prettiest way. And they're a little bit more on the glam side, but when you mix them with your natural pieces, it still feels like a really classic and intentional look. And I noticed there was a lot of other like glass blown and uh, glass sculptures for Christmas, like in nativity scene, which I actually have one for my home, and even the Nutcracker. I think crystal and glass also adds a very minimal look to your decor. So you can think about if that's something that you're going for, and definitely something to consider when adding to your collection. Reindeers are another one of those classic Christmas pieces that never really go out of style. I've had mine for years and I bring them out every single season. They always work no matter what the theme or color is for that year. I personally love brass and gold finishes, but you'll also see them in antique brass, bronze, black, and silver. They're all beautiful, but if you're trying to build a timeless collection that you'll use year after year, I would lean more towards the brass, gold, and even silver. Those tones just tend to stay more in style year after year. So think of these little pieces as investment pieces. They're small. Well, they also have bigger ones, but the small ones are easy to decorate with. You can move them around anywhere, and they just add that quiet, elegant Christmas moment without being overly themed. It kind of goes without saying, but nutcrackers are such a classic Christmas piece. I honestly never used to decorate with them until a couple of years ago when those gold ones started to get really popular, and now they're everywhere. You can find them in all different sizes, finishes, and colors. Of course, you can go with the traditional, colorful nutcrackers. They have a really nostalgic Christmas feel, but I personally love the gold or neutral ones because they blend so nicely with my style, which is kind of a mix of traditional and modern. They feel festive without being too bold. And that's the thing, even though it's Christmas, you can still decorate in your personal style. If you love it year round, you'll love it every holiday season too. Trends, they come and go, but pieces that you genuinely feel like they fit your home and your taste are the ones that stay special year after year. Okay, so Christmas village pieces are always so magical to me. There's just something about the tiny homes and the little trees that feels so cozy and nostalgic. Like he instantly brings that childhood Christmas feeling into your home. I actually picked up a few homes at the end of the last season that I'm going to add to my decor this year for the first time. What I love about these is that you can style them in so many ways. You can create a whole little village on your mantle, or just place one or two on a console table next to some greenery. Even one little house with a candle next to it can feel very intentional. Textiles are one of the easiest ways to make your home feel warm and cozy for Christmas. Things like tree skirts, velvet bows, and blankets really soften the space and tie everything together. I love using velvet bows because they add the soft classic touch. They almost feel like you're adding something you'll see in the Ralph Lauren Christmas. Cozy but timeless and a little elegant without being too much. You can use them on your tree, on your wreaths, on the garlands, or even tied on candles, which is what I did last year. They're such a simple detail, but they make everything feel very intentional, and that's actually velvet overall. And then with tree skirts, I usually go for something neutral like cream, knit, or soft velvet because it works with any style or color scheme year after year. The same goes for blankets, just one really cozy throw blanket over the arm of your sofa, or a couple of them actually. It makes the room feel really warm and lived in. And I actually made a video about how to get that cozy living room, and you should definitely check that video out. These little touches are what gives your home that collective holiday feel, like Christmas just naturally belongs in your space instead of being something that you have to place on top of your current decor. That was actually so much fun. Thank you so much for coming along with me. I feel like this year HomeGoods has a lot of traditional, classic, and pieces that I keep seeing year after year, like the ornament, the glass Mercury ornaments that I bought years ago, the brush Christmas trees. Like those pieces keep coming back, which means they're timeless. People are still buying them and they keep adding them to their collections. So I hope this video inspired you to buy more intentionally, and instead of picking things that are just cute and trendy, buy things that will add to your home and to your decor and build that collection, that timeless collection. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you so much. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like, comment down below, let me know how you're decorating for Christmas, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel because there will be more videos like this. Thank you and happy holiday season.